What's up everybody, my name is Jayden Garcia and welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I have a special treat for you guys. I'm going to be breaking down exactly step by step how to get started with TikTok ads in 2026. Things are constantly changing with TikTok ads, but my students and I are continuing to crush with TikTok ads and getting results just like this. Now, if you're looking for a one-stop shop where you can watch a video and learn everything that you need to know to be able to get your first campaigns launched, then make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. By the end of today's video, you're going to know exactly how to set up your campaign so that you can start running ads. You're going to know exactly how to set up your columns so you can read your data effectively. I'll also be showing you how to create extra ad accounts, how to read your data, and so much more. So if you're excited for the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you can drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, and I actually am truly grateful for all the support that you guys have been giving me on a weekly basis. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. All right, you guys, hopping right into the video. So the first thing you have to do is obviously sign up for a TikTok ads account if you don't have one already. I'll save you guys the time of showing you exactly how to do this. Just come to ads.tiktok.com. You'll see this screen right here. Click get started. Put in all your information and you're good to go. So after you create your TikTok ads account, you also want to make sure that you tie the TikTok app to your Shopify store. So that way you can tie your TikTok ads account. Okay, so I'm going to fly through this. So once you add the app, what you're going to want to do is click on TikTok marketing. Okay, and it's going to bring up the settings screen. So it's very simple. Just make sure you tie your TikTok ads manager. Just log into it. If you're already logged in, it should automatically tie it for you. The most important things here is just making sure that your data sharing is on maximum, and then also making sure that it creates you a pixel. Once that's done, click on confirm and you're good to go. I think there's like a 24-hour waiting period for verification, but that's it. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to set up our columns with our TikTok ads, okay? So we want to make sure that we're seeing the right things once data starts to come back. Honestly, TikTok and Facebook really screw us, and they show us shit that we don't even need to see. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So the first thing you need to do is come over to the campaign section. You're going to see this screen right here. Then what you're going to do is click on custom table. Once you click on custom table, you're going to click on custom columns, and then you're going to see this screen right here. So what you need to do is just clear what you have right now. You'll probably see like 25 plus here. Just clear them all and literally just pause this video and just add every single one that I have, okay? So if it's cost, for example, you'll come over to search, you'll type in cost, and then you'll add the cost right here. For example, if you wanted to add your purchases, you would just type in purchases, and you would do the same for all of them. Now, keep in mind, you want to make sure that you're adding the metrics for website, not the app. We're not selling an app. You want to make sure that it's under website. So be sure to add them all, save it as a preset column, and then enter a name of whatever you want it to be named, and then click confirm. So once that's done, now you'll be able to come over to custom table. You're going to make sure that you do this every single time when you sign on to TikTok ads. Go to custom table and then select your custom columns, and then you'll see that updated here and you're ready to go. So to get your campaign started, the first thing you need to do is just head over to the create button. Now you're going to see this advertising objective. Obviously, we're e-commerce businesses, so we don't need to worry about any of these other than sales, okay? We're not lead generation businesses. We're not promoting any apps, so on and so forth, okay? It's going to highlight to TikTok shop. We're not doing TikTok shop. We're doing website. And then I always do manual campaign just because I like to set everything out myself. And that's just my personal preference. So just click on manual campaign. Catalog campaign is just something where they'll advertise other products to other people based on their interests. So this is for people who have multiple products on their store. Right now, most of you guys are just focusing on one product, so there's really no need for this. So you can just uncheck it. For campaign name, you're just gonna name this the name of your product. So you can just put product, or I'll show you how to do it. So you just wanna do product name, testing, campaign. We're going to do a campaign budget optimization campaign. So we're going to select that on and we're going to put $50. Okay. So basically you can set your budget either at the campaign level or at the ad set level. Right now I'm doing it at the campaign level. So basically all the ads that I add to this campaign, TikTok is going to evenly disperse my budget to whatever ad they think is the best. The thought process here is that I'm not smarter than the TikTok algorithm, and they know where my ideal customers are, or they will know once I start to spend a little bit more on the platform. So I like to let TikTok do its thing, so that way I know exactly which creatives are working the best. Before we move on, I want to quickly show you guys something that's made my dropshipping process 1,000 times easier. It's a tool called autods. Autods is your all-in-one dropshipping tool that handles product research. It's your supplier and an automations tool. They make the product research process so simple because they have a ton of different ways to do it. This right here is their handpicked product section, and it's updated by the day. So these are all products that have been vetted by their team of experts, and they've checked the virality of these products. They made sure that the products are actually getting sales for competitors. So that way there is absolutely no guesswork by you. What's really nice is that you can download content from AutoDS to use for your advertisements. So if you click on a product that you're interested in testing, you can see ads here. If you click on the three dots, you can download this right to your computer, and then you can put it into CapCut and get to editing. This is actually really helpful and kills the need of having to go to different platforms to find different things when AutoDS has everything all underneath one hub. They also have an ad spy portion, which I love to use, and this basically shows me all the trending advertisements in the market. And instead of having to go to the Facebook ad library and the TikTok Creative Center and have multiple tabs open, I can see it all underneath one hub. If I click on Facebook, I can see Facebook ads. If I click on TikTok, I can see TikTok ads, so on and so forth. Now, I've never had a problem sourcing any products from AutoDS. They've always had every product that I've ever wanted to test, but what's amazing is I can just click on any product on here, click on import, and that automatically starts the process to put it right on my Shopify store. There's not another platform out there that makes it this simple. So if you're dropshipping in 2026, there's no reason why you shouldn't have AutoDS on your dropshipping store. It gives you a reliable supplier from day one, which is one of the most important parts of the business. So if you want to try this out, I have a special deal with them. Just go down to the first link in the description. You can try this out for literally just $1. So once you click continue, you're now going to be on the ad group portion. So just think of this as just folders, okay? You have your campaign folder where you set the objective, the budget if you're gonna do a CBO, and then you have the ad group level, which is where we're gonna set the interest, the location, the pixel, all these different things, schedule the times, right? And then we have another folder after this, which is just gonna be the ad portion where we customize the ads, we customize the copy, so on and so forth, okay? So for the ad group name, again, there's no right or wrong answer to be able to do this. You're just gonna name this, what I like to do is just to keep it organized, is to name this whatever I'm targeting, okay? So if I'm doing open targeting, which is what we're gonna be doing, I'll put open targeting dash US and Canada. And then if I really was breaking things down, I can do like 18 plus, whatever the case may be. You're just putting something so that way once you have a ton of campaigns running, you'll be organized and you won't be confused on what is what, okay? So we'll just leave it at this. Website, we're going to choose our pixel, which you'll choose your pixel here. Optimization event, you're going to want to make sure you click on purchase. Now I want to make this very clear, and this is super important, so pay attention, okay? So if you're on a brand new ad account, right now you don't have a pixel that has been seasoned, meaning you haven't had tons of people come to your site or create or get purchases. So your pixel has not been triggered. Your pixel is basically your code that goes into the website that tracks when a visitor comes to your site, when they click an add to cart button, when they purchase, so on and so forth, okay? And if you haven't had that yet, you're not gonna be able to optimize for this. So the way to get around this, if you can't click on purchase as your optimization event, what you need to do is you need to do a test order on your store. Not a test order where you put your store into test mode, right? Just an actual order, right? Make your product $0 and then just do a real purchase. And then come back to this in 24 to 48 hours and you should be able to optimize for purchases. But you never wanna run ads for view content or initiate checkout because you're just gonna waste budget. Now you wanna choose select placement. You don't wanna do automatic. You wanna turn off global app bundle and Pangle. Reason for this is because I don't even know what those apps are. I just wanna run ads only to TikTok. Now for targeting, what we're gonna do for the location is add Canada. If you have just a normal account that you created and not an agency account, the only 2 out of the big 5 that you can target is US and Canada, so just choose those 2. For age, 18 and up is completely fine. Never do 13 to 17. Obviously, they have no credit cards, waste of money. But if you know your demographic is older, you can turn it up, but 18 and up is usually fine, okay? For gender, just keep it all. Even if you have a product that's tailored towards females, you never know. There could be a man like myself who maybe wants to buy your product for his wife. Now for the spending power, household income, you can leave that all broad. Doesn't matter, just leave it be. This is where you'll actually add in your interests and behaviors. If you want to start testing other interests, for me, I like to keep it open on my campaigns, especially in the testing phase, because it's just going to give you a blue ocean of customers, and TikTok does a really good job of finding who your ideal customer is. So you really don't need interest as much as you would have maybe, 5+ years ago. But in here, you can go in here and actually, test babies or test, food and beverage, beauty and personal care, whatever your specific product is, and you can test those interests out in the future. But for now, we're going to keep it open. Operating system, you can keep this just on all. If you were selling like an iPhone case or something like that, maybe you would just only target iOS users, because that makes sense. Now, if we keep scrolling down, you're going to get to the budget and schedule. Now, if you weren't doing a CBO, you would be setting your budget at the ad set level, okay? So this is where you would put the $50 if you weren't doing a CBO. And in here, you can actually set the budget, and now each and every single ad that you put in there will get a specific amount. So that's the difference between setting your budget at the ad set level and at the campaign level. But we don't have to worry about that because we're doing a CBO. All we need to do is make sure that we do a start time, okay? You don't want to do an end time, set a start and end time. A lot of people ask me this. Don't do this, because what happens is if you set it for, for tonight at midnight to launch, and then you have an end time of 2 days later, if your ads end, you're almost killing the momentum. You're going to be monitoring your ads on a daily basis, so there's no need to put an end time. So just put planned start time for the next day. Right now, the time of me recording this video, it's 11:14. So I would just put it for midnight tonight. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So Tuesday, which is the 4th, and we're going to set this to 0000, and then now we're good to go. Now, day parting, just to go and dive into this, it may be something that you want to test in the future. For my testing campaigns, I always just keep it on all day, but it is something that I test from time to time. It's selecting specific times. So if you wanted to select a specific time and only have your ads run from, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., you can do that. But for me, I like to have a full days of spend, and I typically just keep it on all day. Now, once you're done with that, all you have to do is just click continue. All of this should be set automatically. First, what we want to do is just name it, so that way it's organized. So I usually just do video 1, ad 2, winning creative 3, just keep it really simple. For this, I'll just put video 1. So now what you want to do is add your ad creatives, okay? So click on add videos. As you can see right here, there's some videos here. I'm just going to click one of these, so that way we can have one that we can use as an example. But all you'll need to do is just click on upload and upload them all here. So now once you have that video uploaded, you can go ahead and select a thumbnail if you want to. If you click on thumbnail, you can customize what you want to see here. It'll give you different portions of the video, or you can upload a custom thumbnail, and that'll be the first thing that your customer sees when they come across your ad. You can test around with this. Usually I just let it be, but just put that there. You're going to want to link your TikTok account, and then you're going to make sure that automate creative is turned on. And then now this is where you're going to put your ad text. So this is going to be the text that shows up right here. So I'm not going to go ahead and link my TikTok account, but once you link your TikTok account, you'll see your name of your company right here. Okay, so make sure you have a personal TikTok account. This is separate from the business center and from the ad manager. Okay, so make yourself a personal TikTok account, get it tied, and you'll see the name of your company here. Now for the text, what you're going to want to do is just put your offer. Okay, you can get ChatGPT to really help you with this, but you got to keep in mind you only have 100 characters, and I like to make majority of my offer show here, because if you have it too long, then they have to click on the more button to be able to see the rest of it. Okay, so I like to keep it fairly simple. So let's just say if you're doing a 50% off plus free shipping, which you should have a better offer than that, but let's just say that's what it is. Okay, so 50% off plus free shipping. AI will come up with some suggestions. Sometimes they're pretty good. So upgrade your style. This could work. You can use their AI to really help you. This would work. You could also do like limited time only, or you could do, this is what I usually run. So I do a lot of buy one, get one free. So buy one, get one free. Doesn't really have to be too crazy. It just needs to be your offer, so that way customers know exactly what they're going to get when they come to your website. Okay, and you'll see that updated right here. Now for the call to action, you want to make sure that you remove all of them, because there's just a bunch in there that don't make any sense. Like, you don't want to have like you know, apply now. That doesn't really make sense for an e-commerce business. So just come in here, definitely choose shop now. But if you want to do like shop here or buy it now or purchase it now, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just going to split test it. So some customers will see one call to action button, another will see another. Like, it doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that there's not anything on here that doesn't make sense, like contact us. So for add product information, it is optional, but you can just tag the product that you're testing. So just go, it'll say your store right here, select your product from the list, and then you're good to go here. Now for the URL, you want to make sure that you get your URL of your product page, not your home page, not your contact us page. Make sure that it is the product page, okay, where they can purchase. You want to create the least amount of friction for customers, okay? You don't want them having to surf through your site to be able to purchase your product. So put your product page here, and once it's done, make sure that you click preview, okay? Even if you know you copied it, you know you did it right, you do this 500,000 times, no matter what, when I'm launching ads, I always click preview, no matter what, still to this day. And it's just to make sure that it's working, because you don't want to be spending money on your ads and then your website link isn't working, okay? That's pretty frustrating. Now this box is for ads that contain AI generated content. So if you have that, just check that here. Also, I probably wouldn't keep this checked. This is a box that basically says that they can take your ad and throw it on the TikTok Creative Center. I don't like this personally, because if my ads are performing well, I don't want people to be able to use a, TikTok Creative Center to be able to see how my ads are performing, okay? So just keep that unchecked. And then you are complete with your first campaign with just one ad, okay? So obviously, I always talk about having 3 to 5 different creatives for every product that you test. It gives you multiple variations to be able to find out what's working. You never want to test with just one creative, okay? So once you have this done, what you're going to do is, well, one, make sure you have that on video ad 1. But what you're going to do now is you're going to come over to this button right here, and you're going to click on duplicate ad. Now, depending on how many videos you have, this is how many times you're going to have to copy. So if you have, 3 ads in total, then you only need to do 2 more copies. So we'll just do 2, click duplicate, and then you're going to see that updated right here on the side. So basically now what you're going to have to do is do the exact same steps, but for each and every single ad, okay? So you'll click on this one, and what you'll do is rename it. So we'll just name it video, we'll name it video 2, and you're gonna go through the entire process again, okay? So you're gonna add the video and then add your new video or your other creative. And then you're gonna come to this one, and you're gonna name this one video 3. It's very straightforward, guys, okay? Video 3, and then you're gonna add video, and then you're gonna add your next creative, so on and so forth, until you have all of them complete. And once you're done, all you have to do is just come to the bottom and click on publish all. So just like that, you now have your first testing campaign ready to go and be launched at midnight, okay? So you'll see that effective here. I did not launch that campaign because obviously I'm not gonna run it. This was just for educational purposes. Now, there's a couple things that you need to do in the meantime, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is come over to tools, and you're gonna wanna go to account setup. Once that loads, you're going to click on payment, and you're going to go ahead and add a balance to your ad account, okay? Depending on if you chose manual payments or automatic payments, you're going to need to add a balance so that way you can start running ads. Now, if you just went straight into the campaign setup and you didn't do this, you are prompted to add your billing information before you went and published that ad in the last step, okay? It probably brought up a screen where you add your card and things of that nature. But you can do it either at the time that you run your campaign and you do the campaign setup and add it that way, or you can just come over to tools, account setup, payment, and then add your balance prior, okay? If you're doing manual payments, if your balance starts to get lower, your ads will not spend as much, okay? Try not to let this dip down to, $0, because then your ads aren't going to spend, it's going to pause, and you're again going to ruin that momentum that you're creating. So the next thing we want to do is make sure that we have some backup ad accounts, okay? This is really important because TikTok will flag you sometimes when you have a fresh account because they've never seen your business before. Maybe you did something weird, or just maybe the system just randomly flagged you, okay? If that ever happens, what you're going to want to do is just come over to this question mark, go to customer support. It's going to bring up this chat, click on get support, and then just fill out a ticket, okay? You want to just fill out a ticket, submit it to them. They'll tell you exactly what they need from you. You'll submit that and that'll be that, okay? A lot of the times it's like maybe they want you to submit your license, or maybe you didn't do 2FA, or like some random dumb shit, to be honest with you. But just do whatever they tell you and then you'll get your account reinstated. But let's just say, for example, your account wasn't banned because of something simple. It was banned because of something you did, right? Or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you have backup ad accounts. You never want to run into a situation where you're running ads, maybe you're making a few $1,000s a day, and then all of a sudden your ads are taken away from you and now you have no way to advertise, okay? You want to have a backup. So what you're going to want to do is highlight over this, come down to the business center. Then you'll click on your business center, and what you're going to want to do is come over to accounts. And then you're going to go ahead and add advertiser account. So you'll click create new, and you'll go through this entire process, and it'll help you create a brand new ad account. I recommend making a few of these. Okay. So just name them like, backup 1, backup 2, backup 3. So that way you have some backups just in case, again, your account gets restricted. So now what I want to do is actually bring your attention to this doc of mine, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of how to analyze your data and how to make decisions once you start to get, feedback from the ads manager as you're spending $50 per day, okay? So as you can see right here, $50 a day ad breakdown. We're going to run $50 a day. After $200 to $300 in net loss with no sales, I just cut the product and move on to something else, okay? As you're testing products, you should be getting sales here and there, which will help you continue to run ads without losing that $200 to $300. But once I lose this amount, I usually just cut it. So metrics you want to watch before your first sale is your CTR and your cost per click. So your CTR is your click-through rate, percentage of people who clicked, and then cost per click is how much you pay per visitor. So for your CTR, you're going to want to go to your ads manager and see if it's above 1%. You want your CTR to be above 1%. If it's below 1%, then your ads are not good. So you can use the data, see, okay, my ads are below 1%. Okay, I need to go and focus on my hooks. I need to make better creatives and then rerun my campaign again. And that goes the same for cost per click as well. So if your cost per click is above $1, then that means also your ads are not good. So focus again on your hooks, okay? You're aiming for cost per click under $1, because as you start to scale, if you have a cost per click of like $2 plus, it's gonna be really hard for you to get visitors to your store, or enough visitors to your store to be able to get enough sales, if that makes sense, okay? So the next thing is a ton of added carts and no sales. If you get a ton of added carts and no sales, this is actually not a bad sign whatsoever. You just probably need to make some tweaks. So there could be a surprise shipping fee that you didn't talk about on the back end, okay? If you didn't say anything on the product page and made it seem like it was free shipping and you're charging like $10 for shipping, customers are probably bouncing off, okay? Your price could be too high. This also plays hand in hand with the shipping fee, or your offer just needs some work, okay? So this could be the reasoning behind it, but this is a great sign, okay? You got people to your website, you got people to add the product to their cart. Now you just need to make a few adjustments to the offer. Now your CPM is your cost per 1,000 impressions. Goal here is like $5 to $10. Obviously, this is going to depend on the price of your product. Same with add to carts, $5 to $10 is usually that sweet spot for a winning creative. Now I have like a glossary here that you can check out for all the terms that I'm talking about and just know exactly what each of these mean. So once you get that first sale, now it's time for you to start thinking of ROAS, your return on ad spend, okay? So I have all the glossary terms here. Again, you can check that out. It just says measures how much revenue you make compared to what you spent, right? How much money are we making? Are we profitable or not? Very simple. So you're also gonna have to worry about your break-even point, which is just a fancy word for margin. So if you're selling a product for $30, you get it for $10 shipped to the customer, your margin's $20, okay? And you need to know what your break-even ROAS is so you know exactly what ad sets are profitable and what ad sets are not profitable. And you'll be able to easily tell this with your break-even point, okay? So I have an example here. So let's just say you're selling a product for $40, right? And the product cost to get the product to the customer costs $15. That means your margin is $25. So to be able to get your break-even ROAS, you're gonna take the sell price, which is $40. You're gonna take your margin, which is $25, and you're gonna divide those and you're gonna get 1.6. So that means you need at least a 1.6 ROAS to be break even. So you would come over to your ads manager, come on over to the payment completion ROAS and see, is this less than a 1.6? If the answer is yes, that means this ad set is not profitable as you're spending, okay? If it's above 1.6, that means you're safe to keep running that advertisement because it is profitable. So that right there was a simple breakdown of the data I'm looking at when I'm running my initial testing campaigns. Obviously, as you start to scale, there's going to be more things that you're going to want to look at, but those are typically the most important because 9 times out of 10, the issue is most likely your creative. But shameless plug, no pressure whatsoever. If you want to learn more about this, I actually talk about it a lot more inside of Unlimited Ecom Academy, which is my full A to Z dropshipping program. I'll be sure to leave that link at the top of the description. All right, you guys, so that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you took some value from it. That right there was my TikTok ads testing strategy / beginner's tutorial. This will give you everything that you need to know to be able to get up and launched with your first TikTok ads testing campaign. Now, quick tip before I let you guys go, focus on your hooks, guys. Focus on the first 3 to 4 seconds. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get a winning creative and just scale what performs, okay? So if you find a winning creative that works, just try to switch it up and refresh your TikTok ads manager every couple weeks, because even if you find a winning creative, that creative is going to die down eventually, and you have to constantly be giving the ad platform more and more creatives to test, because if you're just relying on one creative, your store will die down. Feel free to leave any questions that you have about this inside of the comment section, and also let me know what you guys want to see from me in the future. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this video. Thanks again for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time.